From an ambulance hijacking in Atlanta that forced paramedics to leap for safety, to a Michigan officer in a deadly pursuit with a volatile suspect, and a wild cemetery detour in Ohio involving a stolen school bus. These shocking moments caught on Bodycam prove that real-life police work is anything but ordinary. Let's dive into the action. April 17th, 2024 began like any other day for Atlanta's ambulance crews, until one patient turned it into a scene straight out of an action movie. Around 1 p.m., paramedics prepared to transport a patient from Piedmont Henry Hospital to Piedmont Regional. It seemed routine, right? But when 27-year-old Larius Williams entered the picture, chaos was approaching. Without warning, Larius hijacked the ambulance, with the paramedics still inside. In a heart-stopping twist, the medics were forced to leap from the moving vehicle to save themselves. Talk about a workplace hazard they didn't sign up for. The chase was on. Police, aided by a helicopter, tracked the stolen ambulance as it tore through Atlanta streets.
We got a will call that we are continuing westbound on Lake Harbin, coming up to Jonesboro Road.
At a bustling intersection, traffic almost trapped Larius, but he managed to slip away. His freedom didn't last long. Spike strips shredded the ambulance's tires, grinding his wild ride to a screeching halt.
Still southbound on Jonesboro.
It's clear. I assume you did it.
Phoenix, y'all have some light traffic up ahead. Still south on Main, crossing over Chestnut. Light traffic up ahead.
See what street I can parallel. Jonesboro, see I can get a
In one last reckless act, Larius rammed the ambulance into a light pole, narrowly avoiding someone's living room. Imagine that homeowner's relief. The pole did its job.
Terra Boulevard and Robert E. Lee. He is getting out black male dreads, blue pants, yellow socks, running southbound. Black male dreads, blue pants. Getting him 1095. 1095.
We put him in the recovery position. No, turn him to the side. That's fine. Cross your leg, bro. Cross your leg.
Within moments, officers swarmed the scene, arresting Larius on a slew of charges: aggravated assault, felony fleeing, and theft. Why was Larius in the hospital in the first place? That remains a mystery. One thing's sure, though. His final destination wasn't Piedmont Regional. It was Clayton County Jail, and no sirens were necessary for this ride. July 19th, 2023, Michigan. What started as a routine traffic stop spiraled into a night of chaos that no one could have predicted. At 8:30 p.m., Officer Thompson pulled over a red Kia for a faulty taillight. Routine, right? Not this time. A quick check revealed that the driver, Joshua Ringel, had an active warrant. What should have been a straightforward stop turned into a high-stakes showdown.
Go put your hands behind your back for me, okay?
What's going on?
You got a warrant for your arrest.
For what?
For simple assault. Put your hands behind your back.
man,
No.
I'm not.
Bro, don't.
I'll take it all the way there. I'm not going.
Fair, I got one fighting.
Look,
I'm telling you right now, dude.
going.
I'm telling you, stop.
I'm not going.
Stop.
Ringel wasn't your typical suspect. He was volatile and ready to resist. As Officer Thompson moved in to make the arrest, Ringel lunged back into his car and pulled a weapon, forcing the officer to retreat. A relentless chase followed.
Green, very 5325. Myself and 37 will point that way too.
With Ringel speeding through multiple jurisdictions and weaving dangerously through traffic. With sirens blaring, Ringel pushed his luck and car to the limit. His red Kia began falling apart, whether from spike strips or sheer wear and tear, and soon, pieces flew off. A shredded tire slowed him just enough for Officer Thompson to close in. But Ringel wasn't ready to give up. Shots were fired, escalating the situation to a terrifying new level. The chase reached its peak in a McDonald's parking lot. After hitting more spike strips, Ringel rammed a patrol car and made a desperate run on foot. The pursuit shifted to a dense woodland where drones, K-9 units, and SWAT teams combed the area. It all ended near the St. Joseph River at the bottom of an embankment. Officers found Ringel with a severe head injury. His life was tragically cut short before he could face justice.
Testing now, over. Coming up to West Madison.
Coming up to West Madison.
Take off.
No.
Look at that guy, gunpoint.
What at gunpoint?
Officer down, officer down.
Officer down.
Although only one officer sustained minor injuries, this night served as a sobering reminder of the risks law enforcement takes and the devastating consequences of one man's reckless choices. Do you think American police chases are intense? Wait until you see this wild pursuit straight from the icy highways of Russia. It all started when a drunk car carrier driver decided the snow-covered roads of the motherland would make the perfect escape route. Spoiler alert, it didn't. Russian police weren't about to let this slide. In a scene that could have been ripped from an action movie, one officer leaned out of a speeding patrol car and fired at the truck's tires. And this officer didn't miss. Sparks flew as the tires shredded, turning the icy road into a makeshift fireworks display. But even with his tires gone and sparks flying, the driver wasn't ready to give up. Grinding forward on pure determination, and maybe some vodka, he pushed the truck as far as physics and the law would allow. Eventually, the car slowed to a crawl and stopped, leaving the chase frozen. The drama didn't end there. When the camera cut back, the driver was already face down on the freezing road, hands cuffed behind his back. His brief stint as Russia's most wanted officially over. For a little context, Russia's legal blood alcohol limit is just 0.2 grams per deciliter, far stricter than the US limit of 0.8 grams. Safe to say, this guy wasn't even close to legal. Just another day, another icy pursuit for the books. September 4th, 2024, Littleton, Colorado. A quiet night quickly turned into a scene worthy of a Hollywood blockbuster. Just after 2:30 a.m., Douglas County deputies responded to a reported burglary at a local salvage yard. There they came face to face with 29-year-old Brenton Zier, who had no plans to stick around and explain himself.
It is blocking the exit to Bellevue.
Instead, Zier jumped into a stolen Toyota Tundra and floored it, kicking off what can only be described as his real-life version of Grand Theft Auto. The chase was on, and it didn't take long for things to spiral out of control.
I believe they're firing shots out the window.
Pushing the truck to 73 miles per hour, Zier didn't let a little thing like bare rims slow him down. Sparks flew as the truck screeched across the pavement. Adrenaline soared, and tension reached a breaking point. Every move brought the chaotic pursuit closer to its inevitable crash.
You got something up there? We're working on right on security. The car pushed down, I think, south, but I'm going to clear the lock to the south.
It all came to a head near Village Greens Park in Greenwood Village. Zier's truck finally gave out, ending the chase in a spectacular wreck of metal and asphalt. His attempt at a high-speed getaway wrapped up as dramatically as it started, without a single chance of escape. Brenton Zier's wild ride proved one undeniable truth. No matter how fast or reckless you get, you can't outrun the law, especially when your getaway car is a stolen truck running on rims. On May 30th, 2023, Chad Murdoch made a choice that can only be described as bold or downright absurd. He stole a bright yellow school bus in Hamilton County. Subtle? Not even close. It's hard to blend in when your getaway vehicle is a giant mobile canary. Unsurprisingly, it didn't take long for state police and sheriff's deputies to spot him. And just like that, the chase was on. Fueled by adrenaline and questionable decision-making, Chad pushed the bus to its absolute limits, as if he were auditioning for a bus-themed action movie. Following the oversized vehicle wasn't a problem for officers. Stopping it was the real challenge. A pit maneuver on a school bus? Out of the question. Ramming it? Even worse. Instead, officers bided their time, staying close and waiting for the perfect moment to bring this rolling circus to an end. Then came the most memorable moment of the chase. Chad veered off the main road and took the bus on a surreal detour through a cemetery. Yes, you heard that right. Picture a school bus bouncing over gravestones like a scene from a slapstick comedy. It's as ridiculous as it is jaw-dropping. The joyride ended in the middle of a rural Ohio farm, an oddly fitting destination for Chad's escapade. That's where officers closed the chapter on his wild adventure and arrested him. The charges? Long enough to rival a school supply list: criminal recklessness, resisting law enforcement, and school bus theft. And let's not forget the trail of destruction he left behind. Damaged police vehicles and countless private properties, all part of the package. If only Chad had spent more time learning the art of laying low. Instead, his escapade will end as one of the most unforgettable bus chases of all time.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe for more. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay updated. See you next time.